Well, welcome. First press conference of the the spring 21 season. Kind of excited. We're in 2021 practices at this point, and finally get to go out and hit some young men from another institution of higher learning this week. We have one of the best teams in all of FCS football coming in here, the Weber Wildcats, and we're looking forward to an exciting game. It'd be awfully nice to have 10,000 in here in Holt, but whatever they're allowing us to have, we're going to have. So looking forward, like I say, playing a great team. It's going to be it's great competition, and it's always fun to find out where we're going to be at. So like I said, we're looking forward 4 o'clock to Saturday to tee it up.
Yeah, hey Rob. Just your initial thoughts on the matchup. I mean, you didn't draw an easy one to start the season.
Oh no, we didn't. No, we definitely didn't draw. Oh, man, that's tough. So I have to figure this one out, Andrew. We're having feedback issues, but that's that's just the way it goes when you're in this conference. We're one of I believe the best 1AA conference in America, and so you're going to have to play some of the best teams, and that's the way. I don't think our kids would have it any other way. They enjoy playing Weber, and it's always good to, like I said, play one of the top-ranked teams in the nation as we move into this.
Coach, does the fact that you're scheduled to play Weber twice in one season, which is kind of rare, does that change your approach heading into this first game at all?
No, it doesn't change our approach heading into the first game. NFL does it, CFL does it. I've been part of a couple of return matches at another school I was at. So the first game, you're not sitting there trying to hold anything back. You're playing to win, just like you always do. And then when you get to the second game, you take it that week. So no, we're just trying to put our stuff out there that we feel we can be successful with against this team.
Coach, you guys bring in Tyler Vanderwall this year. I'm curious, what impact has he had on the team so far?
Tyler's been very solid in terms of obviously picking up the offense. One of the things that was really it was kind of a silver lining was the fact that we didn't play last fall, and gave him another installation with the offense. So he's done a really good job. He's gotten better as the practice has gone along, which is what you always want to see, and really shown. He has some abilities that we're kind of excited to get him out on the field to show everybody.
Did he kind of stand out right away as the starter, or was it kind of a neck and neck kind of a race right there for a little while with him and Stucker?
Yeah, Matt Struck left right before we started our mini camps last fall, or he decided he was going to transfer. So it wasn't much of a deal there. We brought Tyler in for a reason, and we brought him in to be the starter. And I think Sagan Gronauer, our backup quarterback, or our young quarterback, he understood that, didn't get all butt hurt by it or anything. So no, we brought Tyler in with a specific purpose.
What have you seen from Weber? I mean, obviously, like you said, one of the best teams in the FCS. The defense has been the thing for them the last couple of years. I mean, do you think their defense will be on the same level this year?
Oh yeah, Jay Hill is their defensive coordinator, and he does a great job. They lost 2 of the best players in 1AA football with 94 and 9 leaving, but shoot, you go down the list and they got one. They have the best defensive lineman in the conference returning in number 91. They're always big and stout up front. Their secondary is solid. They have a lot of returners. So no, it's going to be what's funny is you say, what have you seen from them? Well, really, we've been watching the same film for I don't know how long now. You go all the way back to the playoffs in 2019, but I bet they're probably sick of watching our film as well back to 2019. Nobody has really anything on each other, and so you have to kind of base it on what you see. So it's like any opener. You got to do some projecting. You can't just there's not a whole lot of guarantees.
Is there a position group or maybe a unit on your team that you maybe are the most pleased with where they're at this point heading in?
Yeah, defensively, I like the way that Roger Cooper has the linebackers playing. You know, he has a group of them that are doing a really good job. And actually, Rashid will be one of them. He'll be in here in a little bit. Offensively, I like the way that our offensive line has kind of come together. And come on in, Rashid. His ears must have been burning. He must have heard me talking about it. But the offensive line is gelled together really well. Kind of like the group scrappy little bunch. And we'll see how they perform. I like the way David Fiafia's got our running backs going. So, you know, it's going to be fun to watch this bunch out there on the field, both sides of the ball.
Been a little bit of an open-ended question, but just simply, I mean, what are your expectations this season?
Well, first, like always, we expect to win. We're going to play to win. We want to play with great effort. I want to see 11 hats to the ball on defense. I want to see offensive players chasing the ball down the field and blocking opponents. I want to see great ball security. We cannot turn the ball over, especially again. You know, you can never turn the ball over, but a turnover against a great team such as Weber is very, very tough to overcome. But you know, I expect us to play at the level that we coach, and I expect us to be highly competitive. And obviously, like I said, we're not in this just to have a moral victory. You know, just like everybody else, we play these games to win, and we're going to throw it all out there best we can.
Coach, I believe you guys have to replace your top 4 or 5 tacklers from last year, but you return a big one in Trujillo. What does he add to this defensive front?
O'Shea is very athletic, and I think he's our top returning tackler, and he's kind of like emerged as a leader out there on defense along with Rashid, who's here. But like I said, he's very athletic, a lot of speed. Kind of has a nose or a little bit of savvy for the game, which is something that you can't really teach everybody. So I'm excited to kind of unleash him. And then, you know, Rashid here is finally healthy for the first time in about 3 years. He's gone through a bunch of injuries, and I'm excited to watch him get out there and do his thing. He's at a very good, very strong spring camp as well.
Who are some other young guys that you expect to emerge on defense this year? Who are some other young guys you expect to emerge on defense this year?
There, you know, we got a new secondary, you know, that we're breaking in, which is always nerve-wracking as a head coach. But there's a young man, Josh Alford, who out of St. John Bosco in Southern California, who really has had a strong spring at the cornerback position. Terence Jones, defensive lineman from out in New Jersey, had arguably his best camp. And he, you know, I'm looking forward to watching him get out there and do his thing. Connor Wills, a linebacker, you know, he came in against, I think it was Utah last year and had 10 tackles. So there's a group of guys. I'm excited to see Quantrell Morris Walker at safety. You know, he got in a couple of games last year under the redshirt deal, or in 2019 when I say that. I'm looking forward to watching our secondary safeties, Ty Metcalf, Jacob Jones, those guys as well. So I said Coop's got the defense going. Hopefully they get out and hit some guys and like I said, 11 hats to the ball.
And Coach, it was you know, announced that there will be, you know, fans allowed in Holt Arena. You're facing possibly the prospect of playing in an empty arena. How big of a difference is that going to make for you?
Yeah, what's funny is, you know, we practice with music and all that stuff. So we always say you never play football in a stale environment because, you know, that's not the way the game's played. Whenever you play, there's a big crowd, there's a lot of noise. So that's why, you know, we have music at practice. It'll be definitely interesting to you know, with about 2,800, like I think that they're anticipating letting in here. You know, I don't know if 2,800 can make enough noise here inside the arena. You know, I watched the Northern Iowa South Dakota State game Saturday, and they allowed 2,700 in, and it sounded like there was a good amount of noise. So, you know, I'm really, when the game starts, you get so locked in and focused on what you're doing, and even the players will tell you, you don't really hear the crowd noise all that much because you're so focused on stuff. So you know, like I said, I'd love to have 10,000 in here. I think we should have 10,000. Let's have a real good, fun college football game, but we'll go with whatever they allow us to do.